What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, I'll be covering this season of Water Treatment Fighter, and episode 2 has been released, so I'm ready to talk about it with you guys. Overall, I rate this episode like a 4 out of 10. I don't know why these episodes are just not hitting for me. Like, the editing is very different from like the previous seasons. I'm not sure if they have a new editor, but I am having a hard time getting into this season. Plus, with the judges kind of being iffy and all, I just really can't get into it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright, so the MVP of this episode for me personally is Alicia from AG Squad. So I'll be using her icon today. But this episode starts off showing each team arrived to Korea when they touched down the airport, and that really was it. And then we get straight into Logan versus Lip J. And what I found really weird is that they showed only the rematch portion, that we didn't even get the initial call out matchup, which I was like, what in the world? But they showed the rematch, and I'm not sure if I'm the only person that feels this way, but I hate rematches so much. Because like when there's two people dancing at the same time, it's just so chaotic to me. Especially since Lip J is doing her whacking and then Logan is doing her B-girl moves. It's just so busy to watch for me. But Logan ends up winning 2-1. And then this concludes part 1 of the No Respect missions, the 1v1s. And they only give us Royal Family, Bums Up, and Ojo Gang's ranking. So Royal Family was first place, Ojo Gang was 4th, and Bums Up was last place. And then we get right into part 2, which is the team relay. And you get a double score if you win. So Ojo Gang calls out RH Tokyo, and then we get right into the battle. So the first was a duo portion, and we got Juno and Minami. And this started off like a mess. Like, it looks like they both were dancing at 2 different speeds. I feel like they practiced going the speed that Juno was dancing, but then Minami ended up going like a little bit faster, I guess, because the BPM was a faster beat. Although they said that they practiced with that song before, so I'm not sure what happened, but it was a mess, and I was like, no. And then we get Mona versus Kyoka, and Kyoka definitely won this. Mona, she started vibing, like for real. And then we get Rina versus Ibuki. Ibuki wanted to battle Rihara, but I'm pretty sure that they spoke beforehand and was like, Rina, you can go. Honestly, I really hate this whole relay team battle thing. Like, Mnet, don't ever bring this back. This was such a mess to watch. And that's why I feel like the quality of this season kind of went down the way. Because just bring back the old format where we would get our 1v1s, our duo, and our group. This was hard to watch. On top of like the teams all being so close to each other. Like, they barely had any room to dance. I don't get it. Like they were trying something new here, and I hate it. Do not bring this back. It was like watching a mess be made, if that makes sense. But RH Tokyo wins 2-1. And then we get a peek into Bums Up versus AG Squad. And it showed Gabby crying after Aki versus Aaliyah. So they had some vendetta. And when he went back to their hideout, we're going to go against AG Squad. So they had a mission to accomplish. And Bums Up won 3-0. But then AG Squad ended up calling them out again for a rematch. And then AG Squad won. So it basically like took back their points, which I find that kind of funny. Like, no shade. And that concludes the No Respect mission, and we get our final rankings. And first we have RH Tokyo. Second place we have Motive. Third we have Ojo Gang. And fourth place we have both AG Squad and Royal Family. And last place was Bums Up. This ranking definitely surprised me, because usually like the battle team always places first. For example, Wolflow and Prime King. Season 1, YGX won, but that season didn't really have any battlers. We had Cocoa and Butter and Holy Bang, but I guess it just, I don't know, like I guess that season 1 and then this season here is like the toss-up seasons. But RH Tokyo really left me puzzled, because RH Tokyo, like, I need to see these battles. Like, I was really hoping that they would release the unreleased battles after the episode, but I'm guessing they're gonna wait until like a special episode, or later in the week to drop it, but I have got to see. But even with that, they don't even give us the results. So I'm just trying to make sense of it. But they showed Ojo Gang's board and they battled like 5 times. And I'm like, okay. And then we have Bums Up that battled like 20 times. So I just wonder what's the math with that? It's weird because in the edits, like they kept showing Bums Up winning, but then they ended up being last place. So I'm like, what's up, Mnet? Like the whole editing this season is throwing me off. Then we get straight into the class mission, and they revealed the songs, and everyone is saying that the songs this year are trash. Honestly, I feel like the only like stronger song is the middle class song. I feel like that one is gonna go viral. I mean, I feel like all of them are gonna end up going viral. But I was a bit disappointed in the leader class song because up next to Smoke and New Thing, it just doesn't hit as hard. But no shade, like I don't really care. I'm here for the choreography, and that's really it. Then we get into the rookies, and the rookies were not rookies. Like they strategically placed them. I do wish that we had like the sub leaders and all. Like I really hate that we're not getting sub leaders. I was like crying because it's my favorite class. Like booty, click like, bring back sub leaders. See, like, and that's another thing with this season. Like they're changing up so much. I wonder what was the reason for them to like do a group of 4, a duo, and then leader. That's what I'm saying. That I feel like this show was like handed off to like another person. I don't know. Everyone in the rookie class showed their choreographies, and the only note that I put was that AG Squad's choreography was really hard. And then Aaliyah was like, "We are dancers." Something like it kind of like it reminded me of 2 moments. First, it reminded me of when Momo last season, when like she did like the duo with You Mary, she was like, "We're not TikTok dancers, we are dancers." And it also reminded me of when B2B, they showed their choreography and it was so hard, and I was like, y'all really thought that people were gonna choose their choreography. But yeah, their choreography was hard. Like Vanessa was pulling Aaliyah's arm all the way back. It was great choreography, but it just like I knew it wasn't gonna get chosen. But Bums Up ended up winning. And then we get into the leader class, and they showed their choreographies. I really loved Honey J's, but Arch Tokyo ended up winning. I feel like Rihanna's choreography, it was hip, it was her. But I feel like if they were able to like do Honey J's choreography and like fuse it in and bring in that Korean elements like she had in the beginning of her choreography, I feel like it would have been a fire video. I feel like the video is still gonna be fire no matter who gets picked. But Honey J's choreography was definitely my favorite here. And then we get into the middle class, and everyone shows their choreo. I really loved AG Squad's in Motives. AG Squad's choreo ended up getting picked, and I put a note that middle class is more interesting than leader and rookie, which is honestly, I still think that way. I feel like the middle class it was more competitive, and the choreo eats. Like, I really like that they didn't pick like a really simple choreography, because they could have picked like Motives or Bums Up to be safe, but I feel like AG Squad's choreography was really risky, and I really like that they ended up choosing it. But yeah, this class is definitely my favorite. After that, we get into the auditioning portion, and the first class that auditioned was the rookie class, and it came down to AG Squad and Bums Up, and AG Squad ended up winning. Honestly, I really didn't care. Like, I was like, Bums Up or AG Squad can win. I don't care. So I didn't really feel any type of way with this. But I wrote, Lip J's choreography is always stolen, which is the truth. Like, Lip J's choreography is always getting stolen. Next, we get into the middle class audition, and everyone auditioned. And my personal favorites was Motive, AG Squad, of course, and RHT. Royal Family did really good. They had a lot of energy for sure. But with that, the final 3 ended up being Royal Family, RHT, and AG Squad. And Royal Family ended up winning. I can't deny that they had the most energy, and they definitely danced like they wanted it. But a part of me wanted AG Squad to win because, like, let's be real, this is the best choreography for the class mission of all time. Like, I put this above Click Like, and I feel like Click Like was like the best. That's my personal opinion, but this tops it. And I really wanted AG Squad to have their vision for the video. I'm not sure what Royal Family is gonna give, and I just hope that they really like dig deep in their brains for the choreography. I'm not sure how long they were given to make choreo, because you know Street Fighter gives them like 3 days at most to do anything, except for like the Mega Crew. I think Mega Crew they give them about 3 weeks. But I'm really praying that Royal Family gets really creative here. And then we get a sneak peek into next week. Next week we get the leader auditions, and then we get the worst dancers, which means we'll be getting the videos. I'm glad that we're finally getting some new content. It's about time. But yeah, so I'm guessing after next week we'll get the K-pop mission, and honestly I hope that they wrap all that up in one episode, because we don't need to know much. We've seen the videos, we just need to know the rating and all. But I feel like they're going to spread it into 2 weeks regardless, because that's when the first elimination comes into play. But yeah, I'm just like, this season is okay. I'm having a hard time getting into it because I feel like my expectations was really high, but I should have known what I was getting myself into. But the best season to me is still Streetman Fighter Season 2, but we shall see. Probably once more missions come out, I'll get more into it. But I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. If you guys have any thoughts, I would love to know. And I'll, of course, continue to keep you guys updated with World of Streetman Fighter. And with that, I'll see you guys later.